Hello, everyone. Time for another segment of Dandelion Roots Run Deep. I know everybody's really busy, but this will take you both into spring and into fall. So it's the introduction written by my mother, Merrill, and it's called The Dandelion. And she wrote this in 1992. There is something that makes one respect the dandelion. I'm sure you have no idea what I'm talking about, but it is, at its root, the tooth of the lion. With a name like that, it's got to be tough. The dandelion is one of the most detested weeds in most gardens, and so it is sprayed, it is mowed, it is ripped up, it is hacked off with a machete. Yank it out of vegetable patches, it will show up between the patio bricks. Pull it out from between the bricks, it moves to the bare places by the doghouse. The cattle must know something about it because I never see it flourishing in their pastures. But somehow, the dandelion stands its ground, even with all the warring going on around it. Wouldn't you take your hat off to something as gritty and determined as that? Lately, I have read about therapeutic uses for the dandelion, and so it seems like there's nothing bad about it, but only good, just not widely known. Why this vehemence against a trusty little plant with a lot of positive attributes? Is this bright, cheerful, fringy, tickly, lion-toothed, leafy thing really such a disgusting weed? When Europeans come here, they are delighted upon seeing the scattered yellow dancing heads of dandelions cascading across roadside slopes and residential lawns. They can't believe that the flower is so well naturalized, not requiring any time or toil to get it to grow in barren landscapes. It seems to grow where nothing else will. She took her cues from this small flower. Growing and flourishing in Cass County, Michigan, the rural, highly agricultural southwest corner. She bloomed where she was planted, and it took all the energy she had. She wrote letters to the editor and turned them into a series called And So the Earth Said. I gauge the pace of autumn by the order in which the leaves crumble and fall to the ground. Today, rich red oval dogwood leaves lie in scattered disarray, and the sun outlines their curved veins. Yellow maple leaves, some burnished brown, already pile around the myrtle vines and Virginia creeper. Euonymus foliage hangs thin and brilliant from squared branches, and the gray sculpted fox with the curled cub sit contentedly, surrounded by nature's splendor. Autumn, at once glorious and shining, and then barren and gray, that ephemeral time frame when brilliance gives way to solemn cold. Across the yard next to the barn, the walnut trees have long since dropped their foliage. They stand starkly by while other neighbors glow above and around them, feeling secure in the fact that they have left thousands of delectable walnuts on the ground. The hickory leaves drop in groups of 5 and 7, while the witch hazel is miraculously blooming with whorls of fiery yellow-green florets. The pond down the lane, however, is less delightful. The lack of rain all summer has left it looking destitute. Mud flats are showing up, and an ominous ancient barrel has surfaced at one end, but the marsh birds see no problem as they fly low over the water, snapping up insects on the wing. I am hoping for a languid, colorful fall, but it never really happens because the color always goes no matter what. Each day reveals a duller red, a brownish yellow, down a decibel from the day before, and I feel sad that I have no power over the turn of the seasons. The earth turns, the sun's rays angle lower, and the miraculous flow of fluids in the trees and all living plants changes course, marching to its own drummer, not mine. Forever fall would never work, though. That would mean spring beauty would never arrive, and summer would not mellow out into a sublime green. In southwest Michigan in early November, colors still glow today. No frost has yet appeared. We have been blessed with an extension of colorful confusion, the bluest skies and the cleanest breeze. But we may have seen the last of our gathering of sandhill cranes, strutting and gaggling in the field near the cattail marshes. Now the sun slips behind the bereft walnut trees to the west, and into a bit of gloom and a stretch of clouds, and autumn slips slowly into winter, patiently waiting for leaf petioles to lose their grasp on their source of food and fall quietly to the earth to become the earth. Thus, the circle of life ends and begins again. Do not ever miss it.